41 million Americans live in a flood zone. Are you one of them? You don't have to live near hurricanes. You could be in Jersey on a river. You could be in New Orleans on a levee. You could be near a dam. Whatever it is, water is not our friend when it comes to houses. FEMA has a lot of regulations regarding building, remodeling, and renovating houses that are in the flood zone. If you're in the same boat, literally, then stick around. This video is for you because I'm going to tell you about how I'm dealing with building or remodeling. We haven't decided yet. We have a couple of options, and one of them is to knock down and start new. Option number 2 is to raise the base flood elevation, or to raise the floor of the house, lifting the house. Here you see the flood map for New York. That's where I lived during Hurricane Sandy. In the aftermath, a lot of the houses that weren't destroyed were lifted to come in compliance with base flood elevations. The house that we purchased in Florida is on a slab.
Just doing my workout. Tuesday's arms and back.
Is to pour a slab on top of the existing slabs to raise the height of the floor. That's going to add weight to an existing foundation that we've already paid to have it jacked up. So I'm not real crazy about that option. And option 3 is to stay within that 50% improvement restriction, I guess, from FEMA, which says that you can only improve the value of a home that sits in a flood zone 50% of its appraised value, not the value of the land, because the land near the water is that's the money, 50% of the home's value. I'm on my way to see the architect. There's the mess. Wish me luck. Meeting over. Get my chair out of the way so I can stand up because I feel a bit of ranting coming on. I don't know where to start, but here goes. I like fixing things that show love. Love renovations. This contractor seems to think that this house is not a good candidate for a renovation that he wants to undertake. Let's just say this went like shit. So this guy wants to knock down the house and start over new construction. That's what he does. You know, they come in, they have a system, they have the subs, they have the scheduling, boom, done. So I'm a little bit skeptical. When you do a renovation, you gotta have a little bit of patience. You gotta have a little bit of loosey-goosey.
Has he had a long history of mental illness?
Be willing to go with, holy crap, you can't believe what we just found in the wall. This guy might not be it. I don't know. There's a ton of work, I know it, but the house has been standing through 50 years of hurricanes. It's kind of saying to building codes, you know what I mean? FEMA's not saying that to me. There is FEMA regulations, which it messes with your ability to build. If you are below the flood zone, which I am by 4 inches. Meanwhile, Hurricane Ira, right out my front yard, never came to the house. Sometimes that appraised value is based on 40 years ago, as in our case. So we had it reappraised. And that gives us a reasonable number for renovations, not the numbers they're throwing around. I don't want to knock it down. I've been through that. Perhaps you can tell by my energy level that it really sucked. Dashing dreams, kind of, for a minute. But then you have to get back on your horse. You have to decide what you want, what you're willing to put up with, I love new. I love knowing where every switch, every wire is. I love that. I understand it. But I don't want to start over. I don't want to be out of the house for 8 months. I don't want to wait on permits. Not the news I wanted to hear. There becomes a point like this, where it goes like this, where new construction costs and renovation costs become the same. And you have to take a look at whether it makes sense. Let it go. Knock it down and start over, or to work with what you have and pay increased flood for the rest of your life. Not a fun decision. And at the moment, we're here. Maybe you can chime in and tell me what you think I should do, because I'm at a loss. This is the first in many videos following the renovation train that's going right through this house. So jump on.